Yo, what's going on, Bomb Squad? My name is Boom and welcome to the first tutorial type video on this channel. Now, in this video, we are going to be using some pretty simple blocks, and they are all primarily from the 1.19 update. Besides like the other older blocks, of course. Regardless, we are going to be building a simple winter cabin, and as you can see from the b-roll in the background, it looks so cozy. We're snowed in. It's such a vibe. If you guys like this type of content, please make sure to leave a like, and also make sure to subscribe if you're not already subscribed. Definitely also join the Discord. The link will be in the description. And also, last but not least, make sure to leave a comment letting me know what we should do next. So sit back and relax, and let's go ahead and get into the build. And starting off with a block palette, we have just these simple items. So we have the stripped dark oak log, we have the stair variant, a slab, we have mud bricks, glass panes, wool, grindstone, lantern, chain, and other bits and bobs along the way. So to start off with the build, it's going to be pretty simple. You're just going to follow this outline right here. It's super simple, so I've guided it with the wool bits. The purple bits are going to be logs that are going up, so don't worry about that just for the time being. Follow the magenta and white wool. So you got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 blocks, and you got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So it's going to be a 9 by 7. So what you're going to do is you're going to go to this one corner and you're going to bring it up by 5 blocks. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then you're going to do the same thing on the other side. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and you're going to do that for all of the magenta corners. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So then what you're going to do is you're going to connect all of these pillars up at the top. Super duper simple, and you're just going to turn it into a box. With all the decorations, we're going to definitely make this look a whole lot nicer. Then what you're going to do is you're going to take the mud block, and then you're going to go 3 here and then 3 there. Bring this up by 3. Actually, you could just bring it up to the top, leaving a 3 block space in the middle. Then you're going to fill in the corners and the top bit right there. So then you'll actually have spots for windows. We're going to do something kind of similar to the front over here. We're going to bring this middle one up and the 2 corners. And then for the back, what we're going to do is we're going to leave this block open up by 4 and then place a block right here in the middle. And then if you wanted to put a window right here, like a 2-wide window, you can. For this tutorial, I'm not going to be doing that. You're going to copy the same thing over there, over here. Then what I'd like to do is take the stripped dark oak logs and take that up by 1 and do the same thing by 1 on each of the corner bits. And then you're going to take some stairs, some dark oak stairs, and just connect these up. This just gives it a little bit more of a better foundation. And there we go. In this spot right here, we're going to put a upside down stair. And then for the back door, we're also going to be doing an upside down stair. Now for the roof design, what we're going to do is we're going to take 1 block here and 1 block here. And we're going to do the same thing on each of these corners to make it a little bit easier for you guys. And something like that. Then essentially what you're going to do is just going to do upside down, stair, upside down, stair, upside down, stair. And then when you get to this middle block right here, what you're going to do is upside down facing towards the outside. And you're going to do a stair going on the inside and then a stair going on the outside. And then you're just going to copy that for both sides. And then what you're going to do is you're just going to connect the whole roof all the way across with these dark oak stairs. And then on the inside, what you're going to do is you're going to take the mud brick and then you're going to go and fill in from top to bottom. It's going to be pretty simple. When you get to the top bit, what you're going to do is you're going to go 3 here, 3 here. Then you're going to add 1 more, and then what you can do is add a mud brick in the middle to kind of just keep it in line. So the next thing that you're going to want to do is take some packed mud, and essentially you're going to just randomly sprinkle this throughout to kind of just give it some more detail and not keep it looking like the same exact color. And this is all up to your own liking, because I can't tell you exactly how to do it. If you want to stop the video slowly and take a look exactly at where I'm placing it, then you can, but it doesn't really matter like where you put it, as long as it's just random. And for every person, it's going to look a little bit different. And since we have that sprinkled in, you can already see that it's already beginning to look a little bit more textured, so that's even better. What we're going to do next is we're just going to place in the glass windows right here. And we're going to do the same thing on the sides. Then we're going to take this up by 2 blocks. We're going to take this up by 1 block. We're going to do the same thing on the other side. We're going to take this up by 2 blocks and take this up by 1 block. Then we're going to take this out by 2 over in the middle. We're going to take it out by 2. We're going to do the same thing on the other side. Take that out by 2. Then we're going to squeeze in some wool blocks right here. And this is going to give it more of that like Tudor style. And then we're going to take a button right here. And we're going to take a grindstone. And then you can add a chain if you like, and then a lantern if you want to, or you can just easily just take a lantern to the bottom of this. It's still gonna look nice. We're gonna do the same thing though on the other side. So button, and then we're gonna add a grindstone and a lantern. I'm not sure if it's gonna melt the snow area down here, but we're not gonna use it for chains. And then we're gonna add the other bits of wool. Now to add a little bit more detail, what we're going to do is use some dark oak slabs and fill in this piece right here, this middle one, and the other corner, and take some spruce trapdoors. You can also put some like planted pots in here or add some like leaf bushes and such, which will make it look a whole lot nicer. And then we're going to also do the same thing over on the other side. And that's pretty much the outside exterior of the build. It's pretty much almost complete, and all that's really left is the inside. As far as the outside goes, you can sprinkle some trees around. What I also like to add as far as texturing is just grabbing some snow layers and then just adding like a bunch, and I'm talking about a bunch, next to these windows, because on the inside it's going to look a whole lot more cozy and it looks like you're snowed in, especially fitting that like winter cabin theme. So something like this is definitely looking a whole lot nicer, especially on the side. You can also add like a farm with like some potatoes or some carrots, because you know, cold biome and such. But I think this snow on the inside makes it look a lot more cozy. It looks like you're actually snowed in. But let's go ahead and get started with the inside of this house. All right, and then from the inside of the house, I like to go from here and then add a slab right here, and then a staircase going up at least 3 blocks, so it's going to look like that. Don't worry about these looking like they're floating. We're definitely going to fix that. But on this top layer, we're going to add some slabs, and then we're going to cover that in just like this, and then go all the way across. Just like that. And then to stop any bad guys, what we're gonna do is just add a couple lanterns right here. Next, what we're gonna do is we're gonna fix the floor on the inside. So what I like to do is I like to add a spruce block here, a spruce block there, and then I like to at least go through and just change everything as far as the floor goes to spruce block, and then I like to detail afterwards. Now, since we have the floor all done and done, we're going to add the doors over on this side. So we have the entrance and the exit, and you can definitely flip this around and do the entrance here and the exit here. But this is what we have the inside looking like so far. What I like to do to add a little bit more detail is roughen it up by adding some stripped spruce logs. And then I like to just put them like pretty much in like random spots, but you can see where that's already starting to help out a lot. All right, and now as far as the interior goes, this is where it really comes up to your personal preference, but I like to add these bookshelves right here, so it at least has like a little bit of a foundation, knowing exactly like which way you're going. Besides that, we can add the kitchen area over here. So we can start off by adding this cauldron, filling that up with some water, then adding like a crafting table. We can add like a bookshelf here. We can add a furnace and a blast furnace right here, which is pretty nice. We can add a flower pot over on top of the crafting table, and then we can add like a random cup just sprinkled in right here. And as far as the inside goes, I mean, like I said, this is pretty much all up to you, but we can add like a sofa right here. And then right here, what we can do is take some spruce fence and some dark oak pressure plates and then add that as like a little bit of a table. We have this nice little entrance in right here. And then we can add a lamp right here. And then we can probably also add one if we take this down by that and then grab this lantern. We can also add one right here. And we can add this actually like that, so it looks a little bit nicer. We can do the same thing over on the other side. So we don't have to really worry about that right there. So there we go. I'm just gonna add some signs right here, and this is just gonna make it look like there's actually like a rail going up. But then we come up to the second floor. We're going to do the same thing over on this side. We can add some windows if we want right here, but I think this guy and this house is going to be not taking advantage of any of the actual windows to keep the house nice and warm. We're going to add the bed over here. So we're going to do crafting table with a lamp on top. And then over on this side, we can add a bookshelf because this guy is stuck in a cabin and wants to read nonstop. Add another flower pot right there, and then we're just going to add one more like that right there with a ender chest up on top. Then we can add our bed and add a furnace and a blast furnace on either side, and then add some storage up top. And then over on this side, what we can do is the same thing, and then we can actually probably add like one more in the corner facing up with a flower pot on top. We're just going to come down here and grab this flowering azalea, and he likes flowers, so we're going to add one right there and add one up top. And then the last little bit of detail is just adding some carpet, pretty sporadic, something like that. It doesn't have to be too fancy, it doesn't have to be exact, but this is what we have for the upstairs of his bedroom. And then what we're going to also do is add some of that carpet around just downstairs. Like I said, doesn't have to be too precise, but something random will look nice just like that. That's fine right there. And there we go. That's pretty much the outside and the inside. What I'm also going to do real quick is just add some snow layers on the outside and show you guys what it looks like with shaders on. So give me 1 second. And there we go. We have the cabin all decorated. So we added some of the sweet berry bushes on the outside just to make it look like, you know, that's the only thing that's working in this cold climate. And then we come to the front door where we enter on the inside, and this is what it looks like. It looks so freaking beautiful. We have the sofa over here. We have the kitchen over here. And then if we come up to the second floor, we have the bedroom, which is looking superb. I like it a lot. And then if we go out the back door, you can see that we're getting really snowed in, so we're gonna have to crouch to get outside. And then we have some sweet berry bushes just encompassing the area, just overgrown. And then we have the outside looking like this right here. Oh man, that looks so nice. And this is the other side right here, which looks even better. But yeah, guys, look at this. It looks nice, and it's super simple too. If you guys decide to use it for any of your builds, definitely leave a comment down below and let me know that you guys used it, or if you like it, or if you have any other suggestions about it. But yeah, on the outside, I totally forgot to mention this, but if you want to add more detail, you could just take some slabs right here and then just go all the way down and then add some trapdoors like that. And that kind of transitions it down from the roof and the trim down to the actual like foundation of the actual house. And then you're essentially going to do the same thing over on the other side. Super duper simple. Don't know why I forgot it, but yeah, that looks a whole lot nicer. I think that's going to conclude this episode. If you guys like this type of video, if you guys like the tutorials, make sure to leave a like down below, leave a comment letting me know what I should build next. If you guys want me to build something for you guys specifically, make sure to also subscribe if you're not already subscribed, and join the Discord, because if you have cool builds, I'd like to see them. But yeah, so I might also make some of these tutorial type videos, starter builds or like simple builds or whatever when 1.20 comes around. So definitely keep a lookout for something like that in the near future as soon as they start talking about 1.20. But I'll see you guys in the next video.